Hello friends, I am Nidhi Aneja from Nidhi English Academy, your launchpad to success. In last 4 days, which is our 40 days English fluency program, we covered all the present tenses. Today we are going to start with all the past tenses. We have today simple past tense, past continuous tense, past perfect tense and past perfect continuous tense. First of all, we'll discuss simple past tense. Let's understand when do we use it. When something happened in the past, it could be yesterday, day before yesterday, or 100 years ago. Somewhere in the past, some activity happened and ended. We use simple past tense. For example, last week you went for shopping. So last week is something in the past and I said you went for shopping. Let's understand that in Hindi now. आपने जो भी एक्टिविटी पास्ट में करी जो अब से पहले हुई दैट इज सिंपल पास्ट, चाहे वो 4 घंटे पहले हो, 4 दिन पहले हो, 4 साल पहले हो या 40 साल पहले हो, दैट इज कॉल्ड एज सिंपल पास्ट टेंस. नाउ विल गो विद द फॉर्मूला ऑफ द सेम. For positive cases, मतलब आपने कोई एक्शन किया, we use verb second form. And the good news about this tense is आप कोई भी pronoun he, she, it, I, we, you and they, आप जो भी pronoun use करें he, she, it, I, we, you, they या फिर my friends, my uncle, schools, students, जो भी आप बात करेंगे आप सिर्फ verb की second form लगाएंगे. जैसे my friends went for shopping, he came to my home, we went for a movie. So we used verb second form, go, went, gone. For the verb second form, I've already given you a list in my last video. You can check the link here and you will get the verb first form, second form and third form in that. Let's go for some example. I looked at him. So I looked at him, मैंने उनको देखा, मतलब past की बात हुई. For the negative cases, आपने कोई activity नहीं करी, you will use did not plus verb first form. So you'll say I didn't do that, I didn't go to market, I didn't do that, I didn't ask him, I didn't tell you. Let's have example. I did not, that means I didn't look at him. Negative. Now let's look at the question form. Simple. Did will be in the beginning. In the middle you will use any noun or pronoun followed by verb first form. जैसे एक एग्जाम्पल लेते हैं. मैं क्लास में गया, आई वेंट टू क्लास. मैंने क्वेश्चन का जवाब दिया, आई आंसर्ड द क्वेश्चन. आंसर दैट मीन्स वर्ब सेकेंड फॉर्म. आपने कोई भी चीज़ चलाई, सो यू started something, you operated something, started, operated, these all are verb second form. The recap is simple. Any activity happened in the past, ended in the past and that is not now happening, that is simple past tense. Cases are for positive, negative and question. For positive, verb second form, negative didn't followed by verb first form and question is did. After that any noun or pronoun and verb first form. Now we are going to start with past continuous tense. Let's look at that. So this is now past continuous tense. Now let's understand when do we use it. When action was happening in the past, and that too action was happening for a short period of time. For example, I was doing this, you were watching the movie, he was coming to his home and you were studying. So when action was happening in the past and something interrupted in that, that is past continuous tense. The difference between past continuous and simple past is this: Action started, finished in the past, that's simple past. But action was happening in the past. We are not clear whether it finished or not. It was going on in the past, and that's why we use past continuous tense. Let's look at the formula now. With I, he, she, and it. That means anything singular, we use was plus V1 plus ing. With we, you, and they, or anything plural, if you talk about, we use were plus V1 plus ing. Simple. We were going, they were asking us, and you were doing that thing, and he was coming to office, you were going to your home. So whatever was happening in the past, we call that past continuous tense. Now for the negative cases, we just need to put were not and was not. So he was not doing his work, you were not doing your work, we were not looking at you, and they were not asking us. So it's simple. We and you and they and plural were not V1 ing, he, she, it and I singular was not plus V1 ing. Now writing a sentence on the board, I would like you to answer that whether it's correct or not. It's the most common mistake students make, and that is, so the sentence is I were going. Is it correct? No, it's not correct. The answer is I was going. This is the most common mistake I have found in notebooks when they practice tenses. So don't do that. With I, we use was. There is a case we'll discuss further when we put I and were together. For the question cases, was, any noun and pronoun, as I discussed, I, he, she, it, which is used with singular V1 ing, and were, we use, that means we, you, and they. Any plural, we use V1 and ing. Were we doing that? Was he coming to our home? Simple. Let's go with some examples in that. Were you listening? Right? Were you listening to me? That means क्या आप मुझे सुन रहे थे? तो हिंदी में सेंस क्या होता है? एक्शन हो रहा था, हम जा रहे थे, we were going. हम नहीं जा रहे थे, we weren't going. And क्या आप जा रहे थे? Were you going to market? हम सुन रहे थे, we were listening. आप नहीं सुन रहे थे, you were not listening. और वो समझ रहा था, he was getting. Right? Now we are moving on to next tense for past, and that is past perfect tense. Let's have a look. Now, past perfect tense and simple past tense is a common problem among students. They don't understand the difference between these two. How to use simple past, when to use past perfect is a common question which is very important to discuss. Now let's see simple past. So two activities happened in the past. One happened in 2001. One happened in 1990. So the activity that happened in 1990, that means before the past action, before then that is past perfect. And the activity which happened but later in the past, that is simple past tense. I'll explain in Hindi now. समझिए, घर में दो भाई हैं, एक बड़ा भाई एक छोटा भाई, दोनों ही पैदा हुए. तो जो बड़ा भाई है दैट मीन्स पास्ट का भी पास्ट, दैट इज पास्ट परफेक्ट, और जो छोटा भाई है दैट इज सिंपल पास्ट. सो जब पास्ट में दो एक्टिविटीज हों, जो एक्टिविटी पहले हुई दैट इज पास्ट परफेक्ट, जो एक्टिविटी बाद में हुई पास्ट में हुई दैट इज सिंपल पास्ट. जैसे मेरे घर बनाने से पहले मेरे सिस्टर ने अपना घर बना लिया था. सो व्हेन आई वाज working on my home and its designing, my sister had already built. Now let's understand the formula is, for the positive cases, had plus verb third form. For the negative cases, had not plus verb third form. And the question is, had any noun or pronoun and verb third form. The good part of this tense is that you need not change that with he, she, it, some other helping verb will be there, or I, we, you, they, some other helping verb will be there. No. Whatever the helping verb is, we just need to use straightforward had and we3. So, past में जब दो activities हुई, पहले वाली activity past perfect, उसके बाद वाली activity simple past. Let's take one more example. So this is obesity rate in US, okay? And this is the year 1990 and this is the year 2010. So within the span of 20 years, it reached to this number. That means this time it was very less, or somewhere like 0 or 1%, and now it's 10%. So in 2010, obesity rate was 10%, whereas it had been 1% in the year 1990. So what did I use? Had been. मतलब पहले ये था, बाद में ये हुआ, दोनों एक्टिविटीज पास्ट में हुई, लेकिन जो लास्ट वाला पास्ट है, रीसेंट पास्ट, वो सिंपल पास्ट हो गया, और जो उससे पहले हुआ वो 1990. अब बुक्स में आपने कुछ सेंटेंसेस पढ़ोगे इन योर स्कूल, एंड दैट इज, जब मैं स्टेशन पे पहुंचा ट्रेन जा चुकी थी. तो मैं स्टेशन पे पहुंचा, ट्रेन जा चुकी थी, ट्रेन पहले गई, उसके बाद आप पहुंचे. सो ट्रेन पहले गई, वो कौन सा टेंस हुआ? दैट इज पास्ट परफेक्ट. उसके बाद आप पहुंचे, वो कौन सा हुआ? सिंपल पास्ट. सो व्हेन आई रीच टू स्टेशन, द ट्रेन हैड लेफ्ट. The train had left because that is past perfect. पहले हो गया, उसके बाद जो हुआ that is simple past. जैसे जब हम मूवी देखने थिएटर में पहुंचे, मूवी शुरू हो चुकी थी. So the movie had already begun when we reached to the theater. So simple past is clear, past perfect is clear, and all the cases for the positive, we call that affirmative, negative, and questions, all are clear. Now we are left with last tense, and that is past perfect continuous tense. Let's do that. Let's look at past perfect continuous tense. Now past perfect continuous tense means activity was happening in the past, and that too for a long period of time. Let's understand as per the rule. Something started in the past, continued in the past, and ended in the past. So some activity started in the past, you were doing it, continued in the past, and also ended in the past is past perfect continuous tense. इसका हिंदी में समझते हैं. जब कोई एक्टिविटी पास्ट में शुरू हुई, पास्ट में ही चलती रही और पास्ट में ही ख़त्म हो गई, दैट इज़ पास्ट परफेक्ट कॉन्टिन्यूस टेंस. जैसे जब मैं शिमला गई, वहाँ सारा दिन बारिश होती रही. मैं शिमला गई, आई वेंट टू शिमला, सिंपल सेंटेंस है, सिंपल पास्ट. वहाँ सारा दिन बारिश होती रही, दैट इज़ एक्टिविटी स्टार्ट हुई पास्ट में, चलती भी रही और ख़त्म भी हो गई. सो इट हैड बीन रेनिंग फॉर द होल डे, एंड इट हैड बीन रेनिंग इज पास्ट परफेक्ट कॉन्टिन्यूस टेंस. फॉर्मूला इज हैड बीन V1 ing plus since and for. Since and for I have already discussed in the last video, which is for present perfect continuous tense. You can just find the link here. You'll be able to understand that. And the formula for this is had been V1 ing. For negative, had not been V1 ing. For the question, had beginning में आ जाएगा. अब कोई भी noun और pronoun लगाइए, been plus V1 ing. So what is the context? कि past में शुरू हुआ, पास्ट में चलता रहा और पास्ट में भी ख़त्म हो गया. जैसे कई बार क्या होता है, कुछ लोग जॉब छोड़ के बिजनेस शुरू करते हैं. उससे पहले वो जॉब में 5 साल थे. सो ही हैड बीन वर्किंग इन दिस कंपनी फॉर 5 years. लेटर ही स्टार्टेड हिज बिजनेस, तो पहले इस कंपनी में 5 साल तक इन्होंने काम किया और फिर इन्होंने बिजनेस शुरू किया. सो जो एक्टिविटी पास्ट में लगातार चलती है लंबे टाइम तक, उसे बोलते हैं past perfect continuous tense. I hope this is very much clear. Stay tuned for more videos which are linked to spoken English, IELTS, PTE. Thank you so much for watching this video. Don't forget to subscribe, like and hit the like button. Thank you. Bye bye.